Hello, thanks for taking a moment to visit the department's website. I'm Lester Olson, Professor and Department Chair of Communication. I've served on this faculty for more than 3 decades. The National Communication Association ranks Pitt's Department of Communication as a top 10 department in 2 areas, rhetorical communication and critical cultural communication studies. My teaching and research contribute to both nationally recognized strengths. The department has an enviable placement record for graduate and undergraduate students, and we're proud of that record. I teach and conduct research in the areas of visual rhetoric, rhetorical criticism, and public address. My research concerning visual communication typically begins with curiosity aroused by direct observations. What do these objects, performances, or pictorial works mean in their historical and cultural moment? How did they influence public opinions? To whom were each of these visual works addressed, and why? Where did they circulate in both calculated and unanticipated ways? What narrative actions did they portray to diverse viewers in various locations? Can subsequent versions of visual works be interpreted as active, partisan responses to earlier versions? What varieties of knowledge or literacy did viewers employ to understand and interpret them? To me, these kinds of questions are fascinating because they can yield insights not only into our contemporary culture, but also into different historical eras. For instance, I've studied the rhetoric of the Revolutionary era in America and have published 2 books on the subject, one on emblems of American community and the other about Benjamin Franklin's vision of American community. Both of these books examine widely dispersed representations of the British colonies as one unified body politic. They also reflect the intricate relationships of material and print cultures of the times. In April 2016, I presented yet another essay on the Revolutionary era at an International American Studies Conference in Hong Kong, a remarkable experience. I've been researching human rights rhetoric since the early 1990s and addressing such questions as, how do advocates evoke human rights to advance social justice? In what ways, if any, might such appeals actually undermine the rights of diverse people? Who is included in competing visions of human rights? And how have those visions been contested and altered over the decades? These sorts of questions animate my teaching and research for undergraduate and graduate students here at Pitt. I hold a secondary appointment in gender, sexuality, and women's studies, and I'm an affiliate of the Cultural Studies program. I have an abiding interest in silence, human rights, and rhetoric concerning social justice. For many years now, I've been writing about Audre Lorde, an internationally acclaimed poet and Black lesbian activist whose family gave me unprecedented access to her papers and recordings. I've published several essays concerning Audre Lorde's public advocacy. The themes of human rights, social justice, and visuality are the focus of much of my teaching at both the graduate and undergraduate level. I've had the opportunity to direct the research projects of many of our doctoral students who have become prominent in communication. A first-generation college student myself, I recognize our students as the future.